Uh, you want to talk about Dabo Swinney?
Oh, you mean in his meaning of NIL?
Let me see if I can find the actual post
Dabo
itself.
Swinney replaced Mark Rick,
What as
but with
like the Christian coach?
yeah. When did that happen?
I don't know. Uh, Shannon had what's his name, Dion on his podcast this week. It's a pretty good listen. I haven't finished it, but it was a good listen. Like Dion talked about understanding that black people would never be happy with how long he stayed at Jackson unless he just never left. And then he was like, "Well, how much money are y'all donating to HBCUs? Like, if you ain't donate no money." Like he said, he wouldn't take meetings with people who weren't donating money because, like, hey, bro,
Basically, shut the fuck up. Like,
yeah. So here we go. We got Dabo Swinney here.
Thinking through it, and I honestly, I mean, for me, we built this program on NIL. We really did, and it's probably different than what you're thinking though. We built this program in God's name, image, and likeness. Thinking through it, and I honestly, I mean, for me, we built this program on NIL. We really did, and it's probably different than what you're thinking.
Hey, Dabo, I tell you what, if you think what DJU is doing is of God, we serve different gods, my friend.
I like how he tried to throw the twist in, and it was like, we don't pay our kids, and it's just like, and Dabo, you went 9-3, maybe 9-4. I forgot the record, but they didn't win 10 games. Maybe if they win their bowl game, they'll get to 10. But it's just like, yeah, buddy, that shit's gonna continue to decline because these kids want to get paid, and more importantly, I think that you're as a coach, your time has passed. You guys already realistically aren't the most popular school in the ACC. Let's be real. As bad as Miami and Florida State have been, those are still the premier ACC schools,
Yeah.
right? They're the ones that those should be the desirable landing spots.
Creme de la creme.
Florida State because of tradition, not to mention outside of Clemson, they've been the most recent to win a national championship. That's why Jimbo got such a fat fucking contract at Texas A&M. But a lot of different ways you can look at this stuff. I'm glad that Dad was going to stick to what it is that he knows, but what he knows is going to end up getting him out of the job, or either that, or he's really hoping that Nick's going to. Which, well, if he doesn't agree with NIL, he'll probably change his tune if Nick retires here in the next 2 years or so.
Oh, look here. He can't go to Alabama and think he ain't gonna do no NIL. Like,
I know, so he'll have to change his tune.
So, and this is my problem with Dabo, because Dabo doesn't rock with the portal. He doesn't like NIL. Hey, sometimes you guys should get off the pot. You know, Bobby Knight was a great coach in his era, but towards the end, it's like, he's not adapting to the new way of doing things. And Dabo's an old school coach. I'm no ball coach. You know, he's cut from the same cloth as your boy Herb.
Herb, you know goddamn well Herb was paying them kids under the table.
Well, Dabo's paying those kids. You really think Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson leave the state of Georgia for free?
But he's trying to make it sound like that, and that's a turn off. Even if in private conversation, he's like, you see that there? And then he knocks on the wall. He's like, it's $500,000 in here, and we came to this broken down house because we have it here just for you. Like that's
Bro, look here.
Or you see that McDonald's bag? There's not a Big Mac in there, but there is a Big Mac with extra cheese in there for you. Like he's not doing that. That's the way. I tell you what. That's the way with the radio interview. That's the way he's making it sound.
You know, Dabo is, and I'll tell you this. I was in FCA in high school. I was actually super involved in FCA. Dabo is FCA. Dabo is Chick-fil-A. Dabo is the Southern Baptist. You know, like, hey man, we put God first. But there's also like this feeling that people who look like us Got to take a little step back, Like, hey, yeah, you boys can come play for me, but we can't pay you. I'm gonna get 11 mil, and I expect you boys
You need
just
to be
come
okay
play.
with that too.
Yeah, I expect you boys to come play for Dabo just because I'm Dabo Swinney.